really applaud you for trying, for taking the challenge, for staying committed, for doing it. And I want to go back to the taste aspect because it's so true. And a lot of people are really fearful that they're going to, never have a great latte again, or never be able to spread delicious cheese on their cracker again, or never be able to have macaroni and cheese, on and on and on. And there certainly is addictive nature with the fat and the salt and even the casomorphine, but your taste buds do go through a transition. It's called neurotaste adaptation, and there is a period of time, and it can be anywhere from 3 days to the full 21. And I found I had the exact same worry as you did. That very last thing that I changed over was the creamer in my milk, because I just kept thinking, coffee is never going to be the same again. I mean, it was so selfish, but it was just like I was really concerned with that. But it was really cool how it was only about 10 days that it was like, oh, this is not so good, to this is pretty good, to this is delicious, and even more delicious than the former.
The other day I accidentally, a friend of mine got a latte for me, and he knows that I'm having almond milk now in my lattes. And I guess the order came back wrong. So I took a sip, and it was the old latte that I used to have. He made a mistake. I was the taste was so bad.
Yeah.
It was milk. I hadn't touched any milk since I had started, and I was sort of like, ooh, it tasted kind of like greasy and fat.
And sour a little bit. I've had the mistake happen, and it's like sour or something.
Yeah, it was immediately. I did one of those. Oof. Like, to be honest with you, it was a little bit like what happened when I first tried the alternatives. I did the same kind of like, I went, whoa, what is that? That's not going to work. And that's what happened with the milk. And so then I realized exactly what you just said, that my taste buds had changed. And, I reached out to you guys to ask you about some cheeses. So I tried those brands of cheese that you guys suggested. And there was one there that you hadn't mentioned, and I tried it was called cheddar, a non-dairy cheddar. And I had it on crackers with I love cheese, crackers, and chutney. And I had it with like the way I would normally have cheese. And I have a feeling that had I tried that before, in the beginning, way back before I quit all the lattes and everything, it would not have tasted the way it did. But this tasted really good. That's right. There was another one. It was a Jack Pepper cheese. I'm telling you, I have not tried macaroni and cheese, because I know, Dotsie, you spoke about that. But now I'm kind of interested. I'm looking at things I haven't, like I said, I'm looking at things on the shelf going, that looks really interesting. I wonder what that's like. And then I'm looking at the ingredients more than I was before, because now I'm kind of intrigued. Like, how do they do this? It actually tastes like cheese, or what I remember cheese tasting like.
Yeah,
can you say what? I mean, because I like Miyokos, and I think we're okay with promote. We don't get any. We have no ulterior motive or any personal gains, but we do like people to know about the brand. So if there's a brand that you particularly like that you want to share.
I'm trying to think
I know Miyoko's has a soft cheese, and do you know what that Jack Pepper?
Oh, it was. Hold on.
I wonder if the Jack Pepper's the nut cheese brand.
Was it this one?
Tree Line?
Was this one?
Yes. Field roast. Those are delish. I think I told you about that and Tree Line and Miyoko's. I'm pretty sure the three that I sent you. And they have Field Roast. That brand has the tomato cayenne. That's just the creamy original. So that's just great on Beyond Burgers or something like that. But the tomato cayenne has a really great kick. I had it last night. It's so good just on crackers, just like you would do cheese and a bit of Cabernet, and if you so choose.
I commend you for trying and, being open to it, because a lot of times folks will just try once, and they might try cheese that's not so good, and they'll say, oh, vegan cheeses aren't good. But you need, like any food, you need to kind of
a little bit of time.
Search around.
Just like cheeses itself. I mean, not every cheese you have is, good either.
That's right.
Right.
Like, going back to the day, I mean, you find the cheeses that you like and the brands that you like, and you would zero in on those. And that's what I'm sort of doing now. And quite frankly, it's kind of fun, because I've been experimenting, and I just buy a minimal amount, and I try it out, And what's interesting is I've tried some of these with people who are they're not vegan. And I've just said to them, hey, why don't you try this cheese? And not all of them, but a lot of them who haven't gone through the whole transition, if you like, they're like, wow, that tastes really good. Yeah. And they haven't picked that it's not cheese.
It's like Adventure Crazy does cheese.
Yes.
Because it's an adventure, right? Like it's pretty fun because your taste buds just completely open up.
It's a whole new world. I was interested in that in the non-dairy milks that you were trying. You didn't mention soy. Were you concerned about soy having estrogenics in it? Is that why you chose not to go for soy?
Yeah, that was definitely one of the considerations just in my research. And I'd be honest with you, I know that it's been in some of the products that I've tried, but as for the taste, I just preferred the almond milk. I mean, almonds, I love almonds. And I guess I just sort of gravitated towards that.
I actually just brought that up to make a point about milk, is that a lot of people are afraid of soy, especially men, because they feel that it might be feminizing, but that they forget that the cheese that they eat comes from a pregnant cow, which has a lot of estrogen in it because she's pregnant. So that's something that
and progesterone.
All sorts of hormones are in the milk of a dairy cow.
Yeah, a lactating mother.
And so if you're afraid of soy, then you should definitely be afraid of milk. Cow's milk,
right?
So if someone does mention that to you, Phil, then you can mention that soy definitely is not, doesn't nearly have nearly as many hormones as the milk does.
Yeah, no, it's a good point, and it's just I think one of the great things about the journey is just learning another world. I'm a curious person inherently, just always been a curious person. I love learning new and different things and trying new and different things, and I sort of no reason for me to have dairy anymore. It was not, now that I've got this far, it's not really, it just doesn't feel like a big deal. You know what I mean?
So thank you so much for tuning in today. If we helped you in any way, then click the subscribe button and let's keep hanging out together. We have so much more to share with you.
And if you need more information on actually making the switch for good, please visit us at switchforgood.org for loads of info. And you can subscribe to our mailing list where you will receive all sorts of super cool gifts, discount codes to our very fave dairy-free products, and a lifetime of powerful health tips.
So join us on the journey to switch for good. This is the future.